Okay, Joe, you grew up singing tambura music. Is that how you pronounce it? Tambura.
Sure.
I'm close. Um, so you grew up singing tambura music. What do the Tamburitsans mean to you? We've got the Tamburitsans playing the weekend that you are coming.
Who? Who are they? What? No. So they are a group that is perpetuating essentially Balkan region music, dance, tamburica, singing culture throughout the United States. They've been doing this since 18. What would you say the date was?
1937.
30 something.
1937 they
Since
began.
then, they've been doing that. They've been promoting this throughout the United States, through every major city, through wherever they were called to come and showcase. This is what these regions are. I mean, and they're amazing. I mean, over the years, the directors that have run that group and the choreographies that even like Jelko Yergan, that he's done the choreographies for them. They're just amazing. And being in folklore myself, when I was a kid in Sloboda Junior Tammys, we would all at these dances and be like, holy cow, we would go as kids to see these performances. I remember seeing our choreographer now, Bobby Vucinic, and watching him as a kid being like, holy cow, man, these guys can really dance. Maybe we can be that good. Maybe I can do that, maybe we can play as well as they can play. So, seeing these guys perform all over the place was really an inspiration, I think, to myself and to a lot of the other the kids that were in junior Tammys across the United States. A majority of them did try out and did make it to join the Tammys, which were part of the Duquesne University at the time, which they're not now, unfortunately. But that was an inspiration to every kid that was a CFU junior member, or anybody that said, you know what, I play music, I play tambura music, whether it be somebody in a different folklore, a Romanian group or something. They tried out and they toured the United States with this phenomenal organization that essentially perpetuated the music and the dance and the culture throughout the United States. Phenomenal organization. I mean, we're really, really excited to hang out with them again and be part of it. And Butchie, a friend of mine, Butchie Kresovic, they're doing a great job. Evo also, they really put it together. Being segregated, not a part of the university anymore, so they're really doing a great job. So I think we really need to promote them a little bit more and kind of show show them what they're still about, and they're still around, and really just try and get them a little bit more plate and more airtime.
Well, in Calumet in particular, they started coming to Calumet, I think, in 1938, and Ruth Sablich will be there August 6th. When you come.
Okay.
She's 98 years old. She has been to the very first show in 1938 and every show since. She remembers when they came to her school, Calumet School. I don't know if it was high school that she was in at the time or junior high, but she remembers them coming because they wanted to do a teaser show, so the kids would run home and tell the parents. And you have to remember, it was the end of the Depression.
Wow.
The Depression was still going on.
Wow.
It was at the very end of it.
And they were performing at that. Holy cow.
So the kids, what they even went through that whole decade, to see something like that in their parents' tongue. They called it their parents' tongue.
Yeah.
And the costume and the old traditional dance. They ran home to tell the parents. The parents came, they were crying. A lot of these parents never made it back to the old country. So the kids growing up knowing this and feeling it, and I know when Ruth goes to these shows still at 98 years old, she remembers what it felt that very first time. It makes, I don't know why, but it makes...
They're bringing that to Ruth. They're bringing it to Ruth. They're
makes...
bringing her memories back. They're making things alive in her that haven't been awoken in a long time.
But it still makes me cry thinking about it, because of the emotion.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
That, so to bring awareness. They were bringing, like I said, they were bringing the old country, trying to keep it alive, and that's what has impressed me with your group here in Chicago, the Croatians, that you guys have all invited me into. Some of your dinners and preservation dinners, you're working hard to keep that alive, and you have junior Tamburitsans that you're working hard to keep alive, and the family. You just feel like family here, the community, and to me, that's what.
We try. Yeah. So we'll hopefully the Tammys will bring Ruth alive again, and if anything, Johnny Cash and Elvis, we'll do a little dance with her.
That's great. And Ruth is, I can't say where she's where she's staying, but she's going to be staying at the same place the Tammys are this year. So, they're all going to be kind of hanging out together. So I think that's going to be really fun.
We'll bring, you know what we'll do? We'll bring her in a little circle and have everybody go around her. We'll do a special tribute to her. How's that sound?
I think that would be great.
All right.
That'd be great.
What you got that? All right, good.